Breaking news out of York County, Pennsylvania. Just moments ago, state police confirmed that 3 police officers are dead. 2 others are in critical condition, all after being shot. Police shot and killed the gunman. There is no current threat, they say, to the community. Now, police were on the scene on a rural farm to issue some sort of an arrest warrant over a domestic dispute. Apparently, they had been on the property the day before. There are reports they were there to arrest somebody for the charges of stalking and criminal trespassing, leading to speculation perhaps that the suspect had been lying in wait for the police. This is a rural area of Pennsylvania. It is about 115 miles west of Philadelphia. York County is the site. This is how one neighbor described the shooting.
When I passed the barn, I heard gunshots within a few minutes, and I saw an officer go down on the road, in the middle of the road. Pretty alarming.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro just moments ago said he met with the families of those 3 slain police officers. Despite their grieving, he says those families took time to say how proud they are of their loved ones. The governor said this kind of violence needs to stop.
That's true.
This kind of violence isn't okay. We need to do better as a society.
For real.
We need to help the people who think that picking up a gun, picking up a weapon is the answer to resolving disputes. We need to do better when it comes to mental health. We need to do better when it comes to looking out for those who are in need, so we don't have to deal with tragedies like this.
I want to bring in Joe Cardinale now, retired lieutenant commander with the New York Police Department. Joe, this is a very high number of officers shot in this single instance, 3 dead, 2 critically wounded. What do you think, what can you imagine went down here?
Well, I wanted to pause it right here because I got another video to actually show y'all. And this is a different news channel, but the same guy that was the neighbor. And I just wanted to really hear what he had to say, because this video goes on for about 6 minutes. Instead, I wanted to cut it and go to this next video, which is the same situation, but that guy before, which was the neighbor. She does almost a little personal interview on the side. So I wanted to get his take on it because I wanted to see what's the value of the family that the shooting came from, so, you know, and before the police put any information out, I used the second interview to kind of connect the dots on information that was not told, so we can kind of infer a little bit that the information that this neighbor tells us is kind of like a situation. It seems like they said trespassing, and they went to serve an arrest warrant. So it seems like the person in the house was not welcome in the house, but originally was in the house and didn't leave. That's what it seemed like, and it became a domestic dispute where he didn't want to be arrested, I'm guessing, and he just took it out. Maybe since it's a DV, domestic violence situation, they probably was, you know, they got to take the guns. You know how that go. When you got a domestic dispute, they probably have the person that's firearms. They got to go in there and try to take the guns, and you know how people do when them guns try to get taken. So, we're not going to jump to the conclusion too fast. We're going to go straight to this next interview where the neighbor continues to talk to us. Let's go.
Numerous police cars. Dave Miller was headed home. He lives right around the bend here, and he kind of saw all of this happening. Dave, tell me what you saw.
Well, I saw the police rolling in, and I pulled off the side of the road to get out of the way, and they put a drone up, and I looked over to the right, of course, and I saw the police in the barn. Looked like they were looking for someone, and then I heard the gunshots ring, and I saw people on the ground, and I got clear. And more police were still rolling in. They were coming in from all directions. It wasn't long till I heard a helicopter and coming in also, so it was quite an event.
When you saw people on the ground, those were police officers?
I couldn't see it quite clear enough whether it was a suspect, but it looked to me like it was a police officer, yes, in the middle of the road laying down, yep.
Now, I know you know the family pretty well who
Yes.
live in this farmhouse.
Yes.
What did you know about what might have been going on and why a search warrant was being
Good
served
question.
there?
Good question.
Nothing real clear right now. Good family. Known them for a long time. The children and the mother. The father had passed away. So it's just the mother and children living in the farm. Yes.
What was this like for you to experience this?
Well, in this neighborhood, nowadays, nothing surprises you, but it's pretty close to home. Pretty close to home.
How many shots would you say you heard being fired?
30 shots. It was just continuous.
That's nuts.
Continuous.
That's crazy, man.
Lots of shots. More than what I could count.
Good Lord.
But it was at least 30 shots. And it went on for quite a while. It wasn't a quick ordeal. It was lasted a long time. So
I can't imagine what that was like for you.
pretty traumatic,
Yeah, I bet.
Well, thank you.
Feel
Dave.
sorry for the family. Feel sorry for the family.
You see that comment right there? He feels sorry. I'm going to try to sum this up in a second. Let me make sure I get all his words out real quick.
And I imagine, do you know some police officers who are with Northern York Regional and sheriff's?
It was a mix
Deputies?
it was a mix of sheriffs and marshals and
Yeah.
Northern Regional.
They was serving
I
a
saw
warrant.
all different colors.
Domestic
cars,
violence.
yes.
Probably has a
All
firearm
different.
as
It was
well.
a mix.
And you obviously knew something was up when you saw the drone in the air and you saw all these
Yes.
police
Definitely.
converging on this farmhouse.
Yes.
For sure.
I spoke with the officer that put the drone up as I was passing through, and he said I was, keep moving. I would be safe if I kept moving, and he was right. So,
Well, I'm certainly,
obviously.
I'm glad.
Now, for those people that heard that situation, I want you to use your contacts clues. Just your boy Angelo Savage. We do journalistic work around here. We do the investigation that the investigators aren't doing yet. So I just want to put this in aspect and actually put these two things together. So let's start this off by saying this. This guy is the neighbor of said suspect as well, and they've seen them grow up. That being said, the information that we're getting from this single individual at the moment that we're not getting from the police is great, because this information tells you at least who the victim was, where the family was, who's in the house. So it seems like there once was a father there, father died. It seems like it's a mother and children there. At the moment, this is how I'm portraying this at the moment, is that this guy, the neighbor, is saying basically, it seems like the kids and the mother stayed at the home. So that probably insinuates that once the father died, I'm just guessing here, once the father died, there's a possibility that the kids got kind of like, hey, I'm not leaving this house. I'm not doing stuff, because, you get those ratty kids that are like, hey, if you ain't going to work, you got to leave. They like, nope, this is my daddy's house. I'm not leaving, even though they don't understand it's really your mother's house now. I'm just putting this all together. And there's a possibility that there was a domestic dispute between that. And now, because when you get the sheriff's department and then your locals, there's a possibility that they like they said, they was already serving a warrant to get them. They know they were ambushed. You know what I'm saying? So he probably knew they were coming, because like they said, they were there. The police even said this. They were there the day before. They were ambushed possibly by, let's just insinuate, the child, because I doubt this was the woman that did this. Let's insinuate the child did this, which could have been a boy, based on what the neighbors are saying, let's say. And I'm also basing this off the precision of the shooter. Like he was able to shoot 5 and kill 3 officers. That's somebody that knows what he's doing. So I'm just going to insinuate as a male. This is my journalistic specialties here. Like, work with me, It seems like they were serving a warrant, and basically this domestic dispute. So, take away the guns, take you to jail, or, serve you whatever you need to do. He wasn't going for none. He gonna die about it. And that's kind of what popped off. But it was like a war. Unfortunately, with somebody that's probably skilled, you're able to kind of kill 3 officers out of the 5. Plus, on top of that, they don't know they're about to be attacked, and you're about to attack. So that's the element of surprise element on top of that. Plus, on top of that, the amount of probably firepower that person probably has. that being said, that is all speculation at the moment because I'm just basing this off of this could have also been a boyfriend of the ex widow wife. You get what I'm saying? It could have been a boyfriend or it could have been the child, the kids. I doubt it was the mother. I don't think so. But like the guy said, I pray for the family. So it seems as if he knows something. He knows that there's probably a troubled kid in that house. And then that's the reason why the police were called, because the mother can't handle it. So he's saying he's praying for the family. Why would he pray for the family when whoever killed the officers was part of that family inside that home that killed multiple officers? So if he's still praying for the family, that means the person that died, he probably seen him grow up, the kid, and then the person that suffers, which possibly is the mother. I'm just putting this all together. Hopefully we get some clues later and get some context and can put this together. Now, I say that I did this because I'd like to put the stories together, because based on what he's saying, based on what the police saying, we can match up the information, kind of infer a storyline here. And then when the actual information does come out, y'all, we're going to make another video. We're going to come back here. In the meantime, y'all tell me if I got that analyzation correct. I could have got it wrong. But based on my perception of what he said plus what the police has reported on both different videos, I want y'all to wait in the comment section and tell me what y'all think about the analyzation. Did I hit it on the head? Was I close? Do you have a different outcome that possibly was it? You know, like I said, it could have been either the boyfriend of the widow or the child itself, based on the information from both videos, that had a shootout with the cops after knowing it was going to be served with a warrant to go to jail for a domestic dispute. And you know, when guns are involved, multiple sheriffs are included as well. Multiple guns rang out, drones, helicopters. I'm just saying, it seems as if there's a disgruntled child in the situation, and that's what happened. Because that's a warrior that tried to take them out. He took out 3 of them out of the 5. You know what I'm saying? Gladly, the officers finally took him down, and also pray for the family of the officers, because they just serving and they doing their job, and that's all they want to make it home that day. But we got people that can't control their emotions, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell men, always control your emotions. An emotional man is a dangerous man. That being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what you think about that in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go. Peace.